January 18th and 19th, Thursday and Friday, the sun is in Capricorn and the moon is in Taurus. They're both earth signs. But here's the unusual thing about today. Every year, Pluto and the sun come together. It only happens once a year. Why? Because the sun moves every single day enough that we can say on January 18th, every single year, the sun's in Capricorn. But this day, at the end of the season, the sun in Capricorn stands next to Pluto, who stands in one spot. It moves about 3 degrees a whole year. It's like this. It never moves. So here comes sun, and that day it hits Pluto, and I want to talk about it. When Pluto and the sun come together, it's intense. Pluto is the furthest planet out. We cannot see it with the human eye. It rules power, it rules intensity, and it rules focus. And you add that to Capricorn, somebody being born, and this is what you learn in our school. Just this simple indicator of having Pluto on your sun is a signature for your whole lifetime. And so during these 2 days, Thursday and Friday, there's an intense energy that wants you to focus. This is Capricorn, wants you to have a simple goal, wants you to have a timeline, a deliverable, wants you to have focus on being able to clean up your space, make sure everything gets done. It's intense. So if you're feeling that, and then the moon in Taurus goes, yeah, I'll help you with all your goals. Now we've got Earth, but count how many planets in Earth we have. Ready? 7. So not only is Pluto on the sun going, get something done and focus and do it with everything you've got, I don't care what it takes, the rest of the planets are saying, I'm willing to do it, but there's some part of me, said the earth sign, that's lazy. This is what they don't tell you about Capricorn. One half of them is so ambitious, they're going to drive the ship, they're going to stay the course, and then they work so hard, they come home and they're like, potato chips. I need potato chips. I don't want to do anything. They're on the couch with the dog, and they forgot to feed them. You know that extreme state of exhaustion? That's what happens with 7 planets in Earth. They are workaholics. They burn out. They don't pace. And then they never want to work anymore. So they're young when they're old and they work so hard to Capricorn. And when they get older, they're trying to figure out how to do less is more. The sign of real Capricorn is less effort, more results. 7 planets in Earth. At their highest level, they're efficient, they delegate, they don't complain, they have reasonable goals. In my school, in my company, we've had so many opportunities to expand. But you know what my favorite thing is? Quality control. Let's keep going with what we've got. We don't have to have such a big fat appetite, says 7 planets in Earth. Let's pace. Let's stay with what's good. Let's let quality be more important than quantity. Well, now there's a concept. That's the high road of Earth. The value is I'm not going to overwork, but whatever I do, I'm going to do with excellence. I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to have a schedule. Wow, she's going off today. When you have 7 planets in Earth, welcome to Astrology Answers and Deborah Silverman. This is a day to ask yourself, am I pacing? Am I enjoying? Am I complaining? Am I actually giving myself permission to enjoy the food, the smell of the coffee, the smell of the toast? Am I enjoying my dinner? Is there a fire in the fireplace? Is this the time of the year in the other side of the world to be outside in the middle of summer? That's what's going on in Australia. It is the depths of the season with 7 planets in Earth to ask yourself, what can I do to have a little more pleasure? Because the name of the game is the pleasure of being in a body is why you came to Earth. Don't forget that.